I want you to understand that the world you see around you is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. Every experience, every emotion, every reaction you have to the events in your life is born from within you. The secret to mastering your life lies not in controlling the external world, but in commanding your inner world. Now, let us delve deeper into this concept. When I say act as if nothing hurts you, I am not advocating for a denial of pain or a suppression of emotions. No, what I am proposing is far more powerful and transformative. I'm inviting you to step into a state of consciousness where you recognize that you are the creator of your reality. And that includes your responses to what you perceive as hurt or pain. Consider for a moment the last time you felt hurt. Perhaps it was a harsh word from a loved one, a disappointment in your career, or a physical ailment that caused you discomfort. In that moment, did you not feel as though the hurt was something inflicted upon you from the outside? Did you not feel like a victim of circumstances beyond your control? But I tell you, the victimhood is an illusion. It is a state you have unconsciously chosen to occupy. And if you can choose to feel hurt, you can also choose not to feel hurt. This is the essence of acting as if nothing hurts you. Now, you might be thinking, but Neville, how can I simply choose not to feel hurt when the pain seems so real? And to this I say, through the power of your wonderful human imagination. For it is your imagination that shapes your reality. And it is through your imagination. Let me share with you a technique that I found to be immensely powerful in this regard. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself standing in a room. This room represents your current state of being, where you feel vulnerable to hurt and pain. Now imagine that there is a door in this room. This door leads to another room. A room where you are impervious to hurt, where nothing can touch your inner peace and joy. See yourself walking towards that door. Feel the anticipation building within you as you reach for the handle. As you turn the handle and push the door open, you feel a shift in the very air around you. Step through the doorway and into this new room. Feel how different it is in here. The air is clearer, the light is brighter, and there's a sense of invincibility that permeates every fiber of your being. In this room, you are the master of your emotions. You are no longer at the mercy of external circumstances. You stand tall, confident, and unshakable. This is the state of being where nothing hurts you. Not because you don't acknowledge the existence of challenging situations, but because you have risen above them. You have chosen to occupy a state of consciousness where you are the creator, not the victim. Now open your eyes and carry this feeling with you. This is not just a visualization exercise. It is a shift in your state of being. You have just experienced what it feels like to act as if nothing hurts you. And let me tell you, my friends, this state is available to you at any moment. But you might ask, Neville, is this not just pretending? Am I not just fooling myself? To this I say, there is no pretending in the realm of imagination. What you imagine with feeling becomes your reality. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are not pretending. You are claiming your rightful place as the author of your life story. Consider great figures of history who have changed the world. Did they not act as if the limitations and hurts of their time could not touch them? Did not Martin Luther King Jr. act as if the racial injustices of his time could not dampen his spirit or derail his dream? Did not Helen Keller act as if her physical limitations could not hinder her from living a full and impactful life? These individuals understood a fundamental truth, that our experience of life is shaped not by what happens to us, but by how we choose to respond to what happens. They acted as if nothing could hurt them, not because they were immune to pain, but because they had tapped into a higher state of consciousness, where they recognized their own power to shape their reality. Now, I want you to think about an area in your life where you have been feeling hurt or vulnerable. Perhaps it's in your relationships where you've been feeling unappreciated or misunderstood. Or maybe it's in your career where you face setbacks or rejections. Whatever it may be, I want you to imagine yourself stepping into that situation. But this time, you're occupying the state of being we just explored. The state where nothing can hurt you. See yourself interacting with the people involved. Hear the conversations. Feel the emotions. But do so from this new state of being. Notice how differently you respond. Where before you might have felt defensive or hurt, now you feel calm and centered. Where before you might have reacted with anger or sadness, now you respond with understanding and compassion. This is not about becoming cold or unfeeling. On the contrary, when you act as if nothing hurts you, you open yourself up to a deeper, more authentic form of love and connection. You become free to truly listen to others, to empathize with their struggles without being pulled into drama or conflict. You become a pillar of strength, not just for yourself, but for those around you. Remember, my dear friends, that the world is you pushed out. What you see in others is a reflection of your own consciousness. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you begin to see a world that is less hurtful, less threatening. You begin to see opportunities where before you saw only obstacles. You begin to see love where before you saw only indifference or hostility. Now let's delve deeper into the practical application of this principle. How do we maintain this state of being in our day-to-day lives? How do we act as if nothing hurts us when we are faced with real challenges? The key lies in understanding that your reactions to events are not automatic or predetermined. They are choices that you make in each moment. And these choices are based on the state of consciousness you occupy. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're in a meeting at work and a colleague criticizes your idea in front of everyone. In the past, this might have hurt you deeply. You might have felt embarrassed, angry, or discouraged. But now, occupying this new state of consciousness, you see the situation differently. Instead of feeling hurt, you recognize that your colleague's criticism is not about you, it's about them. It's a reflection of their own fears, insecurities, or misunderstandings. From this perspective, you can respond with compassion and confidence. You can address their concerns calmly and clearly, or even thank them for their input, knowing that it doesn't diminish your worth or the value of your idea. This is what it means to act as if nothing hurts you. It's not about becoming invulnerable or emotionless. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose your response to any situation. It's about understanding that your worth and your peace of mind are not dependent on external validation or circumstances. Now I want to address a common misconception about this principle. Some might think that acting as if nothing hurts you means ignoring problems or avoiding difficult situations. Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, when you act from this state of consciousness, you become more capable of addressing challenges head on. Think about it. When you're not caught up in feelings of hurt or fear, you're able to see situations more clearly. You're able to respond more effectively. You become proactive rather than reactive. You're no longer at the mercy of your emotions. Instead, you're in command of them. This principle applies not just to emotional hurts, but to physical ones as well. Now, I'm not suggesting that you ignore medical issues or neglect your physical health. But I am saying that your attitude towards physical discomfort can dramatically affect your experience of it. Consider the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who survived the Nazi concentration camps. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, he describes how he was able to endure unimaginable physical hardships by focusing on a purpose beyond his current circumstances. He acted as if the physical pain could not touch his inner spirit. And in doing so, he not only survived, but went on to inspire millions with his message of resilience and hope. You see, when you act as if nothing hurts you, you tap into a wellspring of strength that you may not have known you possessed. You become capable of enduring and overcoming challenges that might have once seemed insurmountable. But let me be clear. This is not about gritting your teeth and pushing through pain. It's about shifting your perspective so completely that what once seemed painful no longer has the power to hurt you. It's about recognizing that you are not your body. You are not your emotions. You are not your circumstances. You are the awareness that experiences all these things, and that awareness is limitless and unaffected by external conditions. Now, I want you to take a moment to reflect on your life. Think about the times when you felt most hurt, most vulnerable. Perhaps it was a betrayal by someone you trusted, a failure in an important endeavor, or a loss that seemed too heavy to bear. Now, I want you to imagine revisiting those experiences from this new state of consciousness. See yourself standing tall amidst the storm, unshaken by the winds of circumstance. Feel the strength that comes from knowing that your worth and your peace are not dependent on anything outside of you. Imagine how differently you would have responded to those situations if you had been acting as if nothing could hurt you. This is not about rewriting history. It's about recognizing that you have the power to rewrite your future. From this moment forward, you can choose to act as if nothing hurts you. You can choose to respond to life challenges from a place of strength and inner peace rather than fear and vulnerability. But remember, my dear friends, this is not something you do once and then forget about. Acting as if nothing hurts you is a practice, a way of being that you cultivate day by day, moment by moment. It requires vigilance and commitment. It requires you to be aware of your thoughts and feelings, to catch yourself when you start to slip into old patterns of hurt and victimhood. One powerful way to reinforce this new state of being is through daily affirmations. Each morning, as you stand before the mirror, look into your own eyes and declare, I am the master of my emotions. Nothing can hurt me unless I allow it to. I choose peace. I choose strength. I choose love. Say these words not just with your voice, but with your entire being. Feel the truth of them resonating every cell of your body. Imagine yourself moving through your day from the state of consciousness. See yourself responding to challenges with calm confidence, interacting with others from a place of unshakable inner peace. Another powerful technique is to practice what I call revision. At the end of each day, review the events that transpired. If there were any moments where you felt hurt or reactive, revise them in your imagination. See yourself responding from this new state of consciousness where nothing can hurt you. Feel the difference in your body and your emotions as you imagine this new response. This practice of revision is not about denial or wishful thinking. It's about training your subconscious mind to align with your desired state of being. As you consistently revise your experiences in this way, you'll find that you naturally begin to respond differently in real-time situations. Now let's address another important aspect of this principle. Acting as if nothing hurts you doesn't mean you become indifferent to the pain of others. On the contrary, when you're no longer caught up in your own hurt, you become more capable of true empathy and compassion. Think about it. When you're feeling hurt or defensive, how capable are you of truly listening to others? How able are you to offer support and understanding? But when you're acting from this state of inner strength and peace, you become a safe harbor for others. You can offer genuine support without being pulled into drama. This is how you become a change agent in the world. By acting as if nothing hurts you, you create a field of peace around you that affects everyone you encounter. You become a living example of what's possible, inspiring others to tap into their own inner strength. Imagine a world where more and more people are acting from the state of consciousness. Imagine how differently we would address our collective challenges. Conflicts that once seemed intractable would find resolution. Hurts that once seemed unforgivable would be healed. We would create a society based on understanding and cooperation rather than fear and competition. This is not utopian fantasy. It's a very real possibility that begins with each one of us choosing to act as if nothing hurts us. It begins with us recognizing our true nature as creators of our reality, not victims of circumstance. Now, I want to address a question that might be arising in your minds. You might be thinking, but Neville, what about injustice? What about situations where we or others are genuinely being mistreated? Shouldn't we feel hurt in those situations? This is a profound question, and it gets to the heart of what it means to act as if nothing hurts you. You see, acting as if nothing hurts you doesn't mean you become passive in the face of injustice. It doesn't mean you ignore wrongdoing or accept mistreatment. What it means is that you respond from a place of inner strength and clarity, rather than from a place of hurt and reactivity. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you become more effective in addressing injustice. You're able to stand up for yourself and others without being consumed by anger or fear. You're able to see the bigger picture and work towards real solutions rather than getting caught up in blame and recrimination. Think of great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela. They faced tremendous injustice and oppression, yet they acted from a place of inner peace and strength. They didn't allow the hurt to consume them or dictate their actions. Instead, they channeled their energy into creating positive change. This is the power that becomes available to you when you learn to act as if nothing hurts you. You become capable of transforming not just your own life, but the lives of those around you and even the world at large. But let me be clear. This is not about suppressing your emotions or denying your experiences. It's about transcending them. It's about recognizing that while you may feel hurt in the moment, that hurt does not define you. It does not control you. You are greater than any hurt, any challenge, any circumstance. Now, I want to share with you a powerful visualization exercise that can help you embody this state of being. Close your eyes and imagine yourself surrounded by a bubble of golden light. This light represents your true nature, limitless, invincible, filled with love and peace. See this bubble expanding, growing larger and larger until it encompasses your entire being. Feel how this light strengthens and protects you. Now imagine various situations that have hurt you in the past. See them as if they're happening outside this bubble of light. Notice how these situations can no longer touch you. The words, the actions, the circumstances remain outside, unable to penetrate your bubble of peace and strength. You observe them with detachment and compassion, recognizing that they have no power over your inner state. Now, from within this bubble of light, imagine yourself responding to these situations. See how differently you act when nothing can hurt you. Feel the power and freedom that comes from this state of being. Open your eyes and carry this feeling with you. This bubble of light is not just a visualization. It's a representation of your true nature. You can call upon it at any time, in any situation. As we near the end of our time together, I want to emphasize that learning to act as if nothing hurts you is a journey. It's not about achieving a perfect state where you never feel hurt again. It's about consistently choosing to return to this state of inner peace and strength. Even when you momentarily forget, there will be times when you slip back into old patterns. There will be moments when you feel hurt or reactive. When this happens, be gentle with yourself. Remember that you're reprogramming years, perhaps lifetimes of conditioning. Each time you choose to return to this state of being, you're strengthening new neural pathways. You're creating a new default setting for how you interact with the world. It's beautiful truth. The more you practice acting as if nothing hurts you, the more natural it becomes. What once required conscious effort begins to feel effortless. You start to embody this state of being not just in challenging moments, but in every aspect of your life. Imagine waking up each morning filled with a sense of invincibility, not because you believe nothing bad will ever happen, but because you know that nothing that happens can truly hurt the essence of who you are. Imagine moving through your day with an unshakable inner peace, regardless of what's happening around you. This is the life that becomes available to you when you master the art of acting as if nothing hurts you. This is the freedom that awaits you when you recognize your true nature as the creator of your reality. My dear friends, as we come to the close of our time together, I want to leave you with this final thought. The choice to act as if nothing hurts you is not just a personal decision. It's a gift you give to the world. When you refuse to be hurt by the words or actions of others, you break the cycle of hurt that perpetuates so much suffering in our world. When you act from a place of inner peace and strength, you create a ripple effect that touches everyone around you. You become a living example of what's possible, inspiring others to tap into their own inner strength. So I challenge you, starting from this moment, to embrace this principle. Choose to act as if nothing hurts you, not because you're in denial about the challenges of life, but because you recognize your power to transcend them. Choose to respond to life's ups and downs from a place of inner peace and strength. Remember, you are not your hurts. You are not your fears. You are not your past experiences. You are the awareness that experiences all these things. And that awareness is limitless and unaffected by external conditions. As you go forth from here, carry this truth with you.